looks like.
I'll open those. Open the transfer.
All right, gang. Hello and welcome back to the Novice Lumberjack. Look at this. I know you'll want to see it, even though it's ugly as can be. That's the pipe muffler that I made for it, because it didn't seem to have the right muffler on it. One of you guys said it was the muffler for a 272. It was too tall. It was touching the top cover. So I went ahead and made a little pipe muffler for it. That's got to be the ugliest one I ever made, but should still work pretty good. And we're all ported up now. This is the 625-2 Jonsered. And I've ported it up. It's a simple port job. What we have is it's a Duke's piston. And the Duke's piston ended up being a little bit taller than stock, which was a very good thing for me, because without a base gasket, now it's at 21 thousandths squish. The numbers on this saw are the intake's at 77. The exhaust is at 102. The transfers, I have these little notches that I do for, what's it called? Anyways, like it's to help cylinder scavenging and push the exhaust out, the exhaust gases out the pipe. And those come on in two different stages. We're at 16 and 20 degrees of blowdown, maybe 21, right? So those come on real quick and early to help push and scavenge out all of the spent exhaust fuels. And we're about to see how it runs. The only thing that it's had is just a little warm up. That's it. I mean, it's good and warm. It's set and it's idled for about 3 minutes. So it's good and warm, and we're going to put it in this poplar and see how she does. It is loud, but it's not too loud. I mean, I chose a 5/8 diameter pipe on this because I purposefully did not want it to be overwhelmingly loud. So let's see how she does. Only pulling about 9,800 in the cut. That's pretty slow. That's tuned at 12,900. Still pretty slow. Only 9,600. try and lean it out a bit. Does there. It's only at 12,000. I think that's where she wants to cut. Okay, we're at 10,000 RPMs there. Let's call it good. So she's cutting at 10,000. That's not too shabby. Let's see what the torque's like. Okay, so the torque is good. Not a real screamer. Definitely not a real screamer. But it's running good. I like it. Definitely needs to break in. That's the very first time it's being ran. It'll pick up a little bit more power once it breaks in. But for right now, I'm going to go throw that 24-inch bar on it and see what it does in the big oak. Let's see what kind of damage it does in this oak. It pulls really good, but then again, I was only with a 16-inch bar and in poplar, so my guess is it's going to pull really good in this too. I like it. Oh, it did not drop an RPM a bit, did it? Hot dang. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, it was still at 10,000 in the cut on that. That is a nice little saw right there. Good torque, really good torque. You just saw it. It was holding right at 10,000 in that cut. Now, it's not as much as the Echoes that I've built, but then again, we found out with the Echoes how important it is to let these things break in. They do pick up considerable amount of power. So this is, completely fresh, but I'll still go ahead and I'll measure it against the Echoes and against the 562 XP and against the MS400, probably. I don't know what the times are going to be like, but what we saw with the 562 was the 562 pulled 10,600 RPMs, and both the Echoes pulled right at 11,000 RPMs, and the 562 was still faster. Now, that could have been because of this chain. They were both running C83 chains that had been unsharpened, but the Echoes, they were running a chain that just saw a little bit more use. Still good and sharp, no reason to sharpen it, but it wasn't completely fresh. But let's see, this one will be running the same chain that the 562 and the MS400 had, and we'll see how they compare. I got a little bit tight, but yeah, damn, that's real tight. That's really tight. But I'm not going to go back and check it with it loosened up. There's only so much I can do. I've been putting in fence posts all day, and I recognized, oh my God, I haven't put out a video, so I got to do one real quick. And so here she is. Now, let's talk about something a little bit, it's not different or anything, but so I said that I was going to be giving away the Husqvarna 55 this month. Well, I came up with an idea. What I want to do, I think I've got 3 55s that I'm going to be giving away. And what I thought about doing was sending those 3 55s to 3 different builders out there. To see, this would be pro bono work, guys, right? I'd send it to you, you'd do your magic to it and send it back to me, and then we'll have a competition of who built the faster 55. If this sounds like something that'd be fun for you guys, mention it in the comments, and there'll be more updates on that. The other thing is that I'm about to hit 6,000 subscribers, which is really great. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I've said it before, in your comments, I can't get to all the comments. And I also can't get consumed with the comments because, sometimes some crazy stuff gets said, or, a lot of questions. I have a regular life, so I can't just constantly, every time somebody asks me, what size chain does that saw take, or something like that? What's the best chain? I can't be asking all those questions. It would just consume me, all right? So, but I do read nearly every single comment. Hardly anything slips past me. And it does dictate, or it guides me, it steers me into things that you guys want to see. But I'm just saying, thank you for your support. I really like getting the comments. Even if I'm not actually actively responding to all of the comments, right? The channel is getting about 160,000 views per month. And even if I got only 5% of that were comments, that's still 8,000 comments. And, that's a stretch. It's not that many. It really isn't. But it's a lot. 3,000 or 4,000 comments a month. And I just can't possibly get to all of them. I can't even get to a fraction of them. So, anyways, if I don't respond, don't take it hard, please. I like reading them, and I like the support. Thank you, guys. But on that note, about to hit 6,000 subscribers, I figured, 6. 6. Maybe whenever I hit 6,000 subscribers, it's likely to happen this month. Heck, it might happen within this week. Then I'll go ahead and I'll do a giveaway video for this guy right here. She runs good, a little bit ugly. This right here doesn't go on the saw. So I have to figure out, you might have to get it without a brake. But we'll see how all that works out. But what we got here is a freshly rebuilt Jonsered that's running good. It's a good torquey saw. It's been ported, mildly ported, mild. You know, my main concern was this being a good work saw, a good solid work saw. And 10,000 in the cut with a 24-inch bar in big oak, it's pretty damn solid. So, let me know if you're interested in this, all right? I mean, because I just want to hear it. I just want to hear it. I'll come up with some, I'll devise some way for you guys to win it. I'll also give lead-ups, because this is a really nice saw. Okay, this isn't, I like my Polands. I like them a lot. But not everybody does. And they're smaller and everything. This thing's nice. And it'll be power head only. You'll have to supply the bar and chain. But I imagine there'll be a lot of people that would like to win this. And so I'll drop hints and stuff like that. And it'll be like a, I don't know, like a Friday evening or something like that. Let me know. Put it in the comments what you think I should do. I definitely like the competition. Eventually I'll do a raffle. I get that, you know, or draw a name from a hat, things like that. Eventually I'll do something like that. However, I like the competition because that tells me you really wanted it. And so you were waiting for that video to drop and you answered the question as quick as possible. I like the idea that it goes to somebody that's really wanting to grab it and snatch it, all right? Plus, it evens the playing field. A lot of you guys out there, you know, to others would seem like very wealthy. You know, do you have a right to win this saw? Of course you do. Of course you do. But it levels the playing field so that that poor guy, trust me, I've been there. I've been there. Ramen noodles was the only thing I could afford. I have been there. I did not come from generational wealth. But anyways, it levels the playing field. I highly encourage everyone to try. But what I'm saying is specifically, we got a level field to work from. If it's a competition, the person who wants it the most and can figure out the riddle gets it. Oh, this brings me to another thing. I think I'm going to make a command decision right here and now. If you have won a chainsaw or I have given you something for free, I'm not talking about little bitty stuff, you know, like I've done a couple free port jobs, you know. If you've really, truly gotten a good, serious gift from this channel, you can only win once a year, okay? Because I know I got some of you guys that, you know, you're on it. You're the first person to see every video, and it's quite possible for you to win every single month. I don't want that to happen, and you guys don't either. Just spread the love. Spread the love. So, but anyways, yeah. I got it idling pretty low. It's at about 2,550 RPMs idling, and it's still kind of wanting to engage that clutch. So if you get this, you might want to look into that. It seems to have weak clutch springs, so a new clutch might be in order. I mean, it's pulling fine. It's just the springs they get weak over time. I think that's the only thing going on with it. But I'm very happy with it, and I hope you guys are too. And I hope that somebody really is wanting this saw. And like I said, I'll give hints in like little shorts or posts or something like that. Maybe in my other videos. We just hit 6,000 subscribers, and I'll do a video. I'll try and do a video that day, but it might happen the day after. Like I said, I do have an actual life. See you guys.